Hey everyone, Sparks here, back for another installment of Major Minor. Last time around, things took a lot of dramatic twists and turns. We had a very long discussion with Shock, which did result in a bit more of a favorable relationship with him, but also led to a bit of a weird thing where he is convinced that Acheron is not to be trusted, in fact that he might be the killer. And possibly even that he and Maxine are working together as the killers. Which is an interesting theory, but obviously we, the audience, know better. And yeah, that knowledge did in fact influence my choice of whether or not I trusted him. But at the end of the day, Acheron is trustworthy. Whether you knew that or not, he is actually not the kind of person who I would say is untrustworthy. But there's no point in just sticking around because I know there's a lot more we have yet to find out. And yeah, Rook is in trouble, and I honestly think Keela is too. I do think that Maxine is planning to kill one or both of them. So we need to get to that and try and help save them. And hopefully we can. So let's get back to this. Alright, so we're at 30 saves, 9 true ending flags, and Anumi is the only person left to get affection with. Yeah, we're actually nearly at the point where we actually will get the true ending. So, yay! Alright, well let's get on with this. I want to get to the true ending. Because it has promise. Alright, now, just sorry if there are ever any delays in these videos. I honestly wish I didn't have to do this, but sometimes I just have no choice. Okay. Let's just respond to a quick message. And alright. I rush to the lobby, unsure of what awaits me. However, when I get there, I just see Anumi. Hey there, Sparks. I wanted to go outside. Shinji yelled at me. It was scary. Aww, this music's so cheery. Considering what's about to happen, I don't think having just cheery music was a good call. Sounds like Singe. But what's going on? I was told to come here immediately. Could Anumi be part of this whole plan? I inch a little closer to him, just in case I need to keep him safe. What are you doing? He looks a little confused, or maybe uncomfortable. I'm gonna keep you safe, Anumi. Wow, really? Thanks. My bro used to say that to me all the time. Oh, that's good. That's what brothers are meant to do. They're meant to look after them for their little siblings. And how I always tried to with my sister. It was sad that he couldn't do it anymore. I should learn to do it myself. I had to grow up someday, right? Other people can't always be there. Not even bro. So I should learn. That way, I can do it when I'm alone. I'll take points from what you do. He smiles at me. I'm glad he trusts me at least. But after he speaks, he stares at me in silence. Oh, is he expecting me to lead the conversation? I guess I could use this as a learning opportunity. Learning opportunity. You know, it would actually be nice to learn more about Inumi. We barely got to interact with him, and I've already heard plenty about Clay, so yeah. Yeah, he's happy I've taken interest. Is this like an interview? I used to watch Bro do those all the time. He always wrote out his answers beforehand. So I don't know what to say. I'm older than I look, that's for sure. I love ramen, so I was glad we came here. Still have to do school on a tour, so my bro would help me with homework. I had a pet fish for a while. I wanted to have a little bro of my own. I took really good care of him. Aw, that's cute. He died. Aw, wow. Definitely jumping from topic to topic. But I guess we were all like that at a young age. This is true. Kids do tend to just topple over the place. Which, yeah, the fact that parents often take it as a bad sign, it's not a good thing, really. Kids don't really have that much reason to focus on anything. Neither do teens. Or adults. Huh. I guess we all just never learned quite how to focus on things for long periods of time without getting bored. Hmm. Oh well. I still feel bad that I'm not good at math. I'm going to have to answer that one problem. I'm sure that almost nobody likes math. I'll let him know that he's not alone in that regard. Really? That's interesting. I'm confused with how school works. If you're bad at math, they think you're not trying hard enough. They push you. Sometimes they even say you're not smart. But if you're bad at writing stories or at art, you get a slap on the wrist. Some people are born artists, they say. What if I'm born to be bad at math? I shrug. Guess he has a point. Different subjects are treated in different ways. But anyways, I guess... Before he can continue, he's promptly interrupted. Acheron descends the stairs into the lobby. He notices both of us and quickly approaches. Hey, you two. Glad you're both safe. I was just about to do my rounds. Need to ensure everyone's survival. I noticed that he has his phone in his hand. Something I've rarely seen him holding. When he sees I notice, he puts it into his pocket. So, how are you two doing? I'm doing okay. I wish my bro was here with me. Surely you do. Apologize for bringing it up. I didn't mean to open any wounds. I don't have any wounds. It's okay. It was a metaphor, Numi. I see. What's a... Again, he gets interrupted. This time by a high-pitched screeching noise. Feedback from the lobby speaker system. Inumi quickly covers his ears in fright. Look at Acheron. He seems unaffected, as until the screeching subsides. Cliché lobby music that was playing doesn't return. Instead, a voice greets us. And chills me to my very core. Oh god, yeah, I'm gonna save after that. Why? Okay, the game seems to be running slow. Possibly that may be the result of me having one of the videos rendering in the background while I'm recording this. That's a shame. Ah well, doesn't actually matter. It won't really affect things, so... Yeah. I'm gonna say... I hope that this stops. Hello, Sparks. Hello, Acheron. You knew me too? Unexpected. The voice is warped and heavily modified. Can't tell who it is, or their gender. But I know that one thing without a doubt. This is the person who was texting me. By extension, the Midnight Killer. The murderer of Clace. And Rocker, too. Whatever plan they had, it was being put into motion. I clenched my fists and looked at Acheron. He looked scared. I've never seen him like this before. He knew he inches closer to me, as if to seek safety. I'm going to be blunt. Let's start this. Nobody else entered the lobby. Nobody else enter the lobby. If you do, every weapon will detonate. You all need to stay where you are. I only have business with these three. So this is being broadcast through the entire building. Because they aren't dealing with just me anymore. Show yourself. Don't hide like a coward. Not yet, Acheron. I need to keep a distance for now, in case there's any disobedience. You three are to do exactly as I say. Any deviation from my course will result in the detonation of every weapon here. If you don't believe me, just try me. I don't think it's worth it. Gamble shouldn't decide your fate today, nor the fate of everybody in the building. I'm scared. Inumi is shivering in fright. I look at Acheron. He must know what to do. The situation can't be foreign to someone like him. You have our compliance. Please state your terms. We wish for no more death today. It pains me to say this, but your wish will go unfulfilled. You only have the ability to mitigate. Damages will still be caused, so I advise that you listen carefully. Very well. Acheron looks at me, showing signs of regret, like he's failed to stop this from happening. give him a look of confidence. You can take this head on. Won't let them win. I need to talk with Sparks. The situation pertains to him the most. I stand tall and strong. As soon as you arrived in Tokyo, you met two people, Rook and Keela. You spent the day getting to know them. That is, until things went to hell. I nod, unsure of where this may be going, but filled with fright at all possible scenarios. I've been watching you ever since then, on your little adventure through Akihabara. It made me sick, too joyful and campy. You need to learn about consequence, something you haven't yet faced, and something you must come to understand, especially if you wish to save anything. You'll never do that without sacrifice. This is the first rule I will teach you. You don't understand. Is this some kind of test for me? You seem to know about my role in Terra. There's a second rule you must learn. But that will come soon, so don't worry. I'm going to present you with a choice. You must make this decision on your own. Acheron and Anumi cannot influence you. In fact, they must remain silent. If they speak, I'm sure you know the drill. I look at Acheron, and then at Anumi. They both give me a nod. I go boldly. I ask them to continue, to tell me what they want. It's not about what I want. It's about what you want. So please, listen very carefully. Rook is currently in the conference room, and Keela is currently in a boardroom. They both have bombs strapped to them, ready to detonate at a moment's notice. What? No, that can't be. I said to listen carefully. I'll let you save one of them. The other will be left to die. They both expect you to save them, which is part of the second rule. You won't be able to save everyone. The road to salvation is paved with loss. This is something you must understand. I know that you can't save everybody. I know sometimes sacrifices have to be made, but these two? The innocent squirrel who honestly is the brightest thing here. Maybe keeping secrets, but I'm sure he has a good reason. Rook, the guy who lost somebody important to him and now doesn't know quite how to, and hasn't quite recovered from that. They're both brilliant, and I love them, so, wow. Tablet de Kiyovaki, or the overzealous superfan. I'm sure they both have redeeming qualities, as well as a few faults of their own. However, will those faults condemn them? Choice lies with you. I look towards Acheron. He avoids my gaze, looking at the floor, shaming. I look towards Anumi. He has his paws pressed up against his mouth. Are you stressed? That's cute. How can you be trusted with the fate of a world when you can't even handle this? I tremble in anger. My flesh against you violently. Oh, and don't even think about saving both. If you split up, all of the weapons go off. You travel as a group from now on. You will all go to the room of the person you wish to save. If everybody else tries to be a hero and save the other hostage, well, there will be no heroes here. Only the three in the lobby may move. It'll be at Spark's instruction. I don't know what to do. I stand there in silence for what seems like forever. Part of me hopes they're joking, but I know better. Okay, now I'm getting bored. Give me a name, and now. Remember, it's one of them, or all of you. I take deep breaths, close my eyes. They have us in a checkmate. I have to choose. But how can I possibly be expected to choose who dies? I tremble in the face of this impossible decision. I think very carefully before I say anything else, for they would be the hardest words I'd ever speak. Keela, you're wonderful. I love you. And Brooke, same for you. You're both brilliant characters. You're both wonderful. And losing either of you is gonna hurt like hell. But, Keela, I don't know where your story's gonna go. I honestly don't know whether there's any potential for development with you. But Rook, you have a relationship you could develop with Jade. If I cut your life here, that could never come to fruition. Rook, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Keelah. Good. Glad you're able to choose. Choices like this will find you often, especially with the role you play. Acheron and Numi, you're free to talk, but you know the rules. I won't hesitate to kill you all. Let's get things moving, shall we? Up to the conference room you go. We didn't want to keep him waiting. I quickly exchanged glances with Acheron and Inumi. We need to hurry. Stay calm and follow me. He starts bolting up the stairs. I look at Inumi. He has a face of utter terror. You shouldn't have to go through this. That's not fair. I place myself in front of him. I tell him that I'm going to keep him safe. After a brief pause, he nods. Both chase after Acheron with one goal in mind. Rook, don't worry. We're coming to save you. The first thing we see is Acheron kicking in the doors. Are they locked? Just to get in. They've been locked from the other side. I don't think I can break them in. He kicks them several more times. They don't budge. Oh, silly me. Forgot to mention the bomb has a timer. You have 5 minutes to disarm Rook's bomb. Wait. Here, I'm going to see Singe. He has to know how we can get through. He starts to run away, but Numi interjects. Acheron, stop. Didn't you pay attention to the rules? You have to stick together as a group. But you ran upstairs by yourself, and no one else is allowed to intervene. But you want to go see Singe? You're going to get us all killed. Inumi makes a point. You're not thinking. Of course, I apologize. I'm used to thinking on my feet. I'm used to working with restrictions. You have to forgive me, Inumi. He quickly draws his pistol, having no other option. This must be the only way. Please cover your ears, both of you. We do as instructed. Inumi stares on in awe. Acheron assumes a firing sense and aims at the door. But he doesn't fire right away. He adjusts his aim calmly, carefully, like he's trying to find that one perfect spot. He fires once, then kicks the door. Nothing happens. He fires again, then kicks the door. Nothing happens. Come on! He takes a deep breath before adjusting his aim again. He fires a third time, kicks the door. It opens slightly. It beams with pride. My ears ring loudly, even though they were covered. Sparks, come here quickly. I look back at Inumi before following his order. When I get to him, he points to my feet. I need your help. Listen carefully. Heel first to the side of the lock. That's the weakest part of a door. Kick it with me on the count of 3. I follow those instructions precisely. I nod. You almost have it. Just a few times should do it. It will hurt, but we can't let Rook die. He turns and faces the door. I do the same. He looks at me with confidence. 3, 2, 1. I bring my foot crashing into the door. Pain shoots up my leg, but the door opens more. Lose my balance. My shin on fire with pain. We have it now. Just one more time. I push past the pain and assume the stance once more. 3, 2, 1. And the door comes crashing down. Inumi collapses us both and we all enter the room. Limping from the pain, I fight it back. For Rook. We see Rook almost immediately. He's strapped to a chair. I notice a flashing red light in his lap. That must be the bomb. I quickly rush to inspect it. However, I lock gazes with him first. His eyes are red and wet. Is he crying? You came for me. Why? I honestly don't know how to respond. I look down to inspect the bomb. You're right about having 5 minutes. Let Acheron know the timer's counting down. Let me see. He comes and stands beside me. Numi waits near the doorway, leaving this in our hands. 4 minutes now. We can do this. Remain calm. Takes deep breaths as he examines the bomb. Wait. 9-digit numerical keypad? This was a button for the number 0? Too many combinations to just guess. This is impossible. We were set up. He tries to move the bomb, but it starts beeping. He winces and Frank quickly leaves it be. Nobody said you could remove it. Try that one more time. I'm gonna blow this building sky high. Got it? Acheron gulps and nods. Besides, you do know the code. I'll give you a couple hints. It's a number that the 3 of you know. Surely you've heard it somewhere before. And to top it off, it's 4 digits. It could be anything. I don't appreciate these games. It's not too difficult, Acheron. You're good at solving problems. This one was no different. How many attempts do we get before it detonates on its own? Just 3. And you get no more hints. Of them that you heard the number today. Good luck. I'll be in touch. If you win, number we've heard before. The only number I can think of that we've heard before was that number in the car. When Inumi did his problem. What was it? 3 minutes left. What could it be? Think, Acheron, think. I try to think as well. I draw blanks. Start to worry that this game is rigged too. Acheron, Inumi, myself all know this number. It's 4 digits as well. What could it be? Do they mean Acheron, Rook, and myself? There's variations of the term 3 of us. They should have been more specific. It's almost like they're doing this on purpose. Trace my steps back when I first met Acheron. If we heard it today, we would have heard it as a group. We took a limo here together, got escorted inside, went upstairs and wasted time until the conference. We were all together then. That makes the most sense. Would it have been something said during the briefing? I don't recall any numbers mentioned at that time. I stop and think, replaying the conference in my head. 2 minutes remaining. Acheron quickly leaps forward and inserts some numbers. They're incorrect. He growls and punches the floor. Damn it! I was almost certain. Rook is panting heavily, his eyes watering again. He looks terrified. I feel so sorry for him. He stares at me. His body is still as a corpse. Perhaps he's terrified he may set the bomb off. Try 2020. It's Clace's birth year. We should all know it's being here. That does make sense. Wait. 2020. Yeah, that was his... Did he say birth year? This is set in the future? Okay. Clace's door. Implied that we should know about him. I look at Acheron. He nods. Lean forward and look at the bomb. Type the number 2020 on the keypad. It's not correct. Damn it. One more minute. I don't think we can do this. Timer decreases to double digits. This is how it ends? Because we forgot? Acheron starts breathing heavily in a state of panic. Even if we gave up, we couldn't flee now. We wouldn't be able to make it out here in time. 45 seconds. I play my time in Tokyo over again. Like my life is flashing before my eyes. I still can't remember any numbers. We must be getting played. I don't believe it. They were cruel enough to give us hope before death. Probably never meant to disarm this bomb. It's this thought that breaks me. I start to cry. 30 seconds. And our fate becomes more lucid. Am I not meant to save Terra? I'm not meant to save even a single friend? No, it seems like they're denying me everything. 20 seconds. I close my eyelids tightly. I'm too cowardly to stare death in the face. My foremost thought is simple. Please don't hurt. I hear Acheron, Inumi, and Rook speak, saying what I can only presume is their final word. I have nothing to say. I simply wait it out. Realization that I'll never save a single soul. Wait. My eyes shoot open. I look towards Inumi. 8250. Enter it now. Without even a single thought, I rise to action. I look at the keypad and locate the numbers. Fast as I can, I type 8250. The red light on the bomb becomes yellow, and after a few moments, peaceful green. But before we can rejoice at our survival, the worst fear comes true, sounding from below. Keela. Oh, I forgot to mention one important thing. Voice on the loudspeaker says laughing loudly, the warping effect on their voice sounding near demonic. The codes to disarm this bomb actually set the other one off as well. I connected them using a subroutine. We just killed Keela, Sparks. Heart sinks my stomach as I hear these words. Just part of your final lesson. To save. Sometimes you need to kill. Path to salvation is stained with blood. Why are they doing this to me? I know I told Andy and Conrad I could kill. That was for the greater good. How could I possibly justify the death of Keela? Whatever you're thinking now is irrelevant. They're already dead. By your hand. I didn't say it would be your fault. Don't you remember my little text? I suggest you rush to them now. See if any bits and pieces are left. Or perhaps, if they miraculously survived. I look at Acheron, Inumi, and Rook. My heart is racing. This feeling of guilt is immense. Let's go. We have to try. Acheron quickly takes out a knife. He slashes the rope, freeing the captive Rook. He does not rush him into anything. He'll return to his senses on his own. I nod, dash out of the room. We quickly head for the boardroom where Keela was. Rook stays behind. He could settle in. It'll be a long time before he was okay again. As soon as we get downstairs, we seek the boardroom. None of us had ever been there before. The smoking rubble marked its location. It was immediately apparent that Keela did not survive. And we burst into tears and starts crying loudly. Acheron clenches his fists in anger. I can only think, I am the one who did this. Wish that wasn't the case, but I can't deny it. I'm at total loss for words. I don't know what to do. Is Acheron angry with me? Is Inui crying because of what I did? Furthermore, how am I supposed to handle this? All he wanted to do was spend time with Clace. I stole his life. He devoted all that time to this contest just to die. There has to be a way to bring him back. This power that I have, all these parallel realities. There's had to be a way to undo this. Keela, you have my word. Your death will not be in vain. Spark the flame of revolution within me. I will save Terra. I will bring you back. But those who oppose me will fall. I walk towards Inumi, his eyes still streaming tears. He looks up at me, trying to tell me something. I know. But he's crying too much to get it out. I place my hand on his shoulder. I tell him to take deep breaths and guide him. A few moments later, he's sufficiently calm. I know who did this to us. But how can he claim to know that? It was all in the numbers. The code you entered into the bomb was the answer to a math equation. The same one a woman gave to me earlier. Acheron helped me solve it in the limo. Do you remember when that happened? I do, actually. I can't believe I overlooked it. In my state of panic, I must have forgotten. He gave me that equation. He's the one who's doing all of this. Makes sense. If it's a woman, I didn't really expect that. The number definitely did match. You didn't expect a woman. That... no matter when this is set, that line is, like, completely out of place. Strangulation is... In fact, this kind of mode, like, MO is not out of place for anyone, really. Anyone could do this. Anyone can be a killer. Man or woman, or anything in between. There's really no limitation here. So, yeah. I don't like that. That line is kind of pointless. Like, really? Honestly, if this was actually me, I wouldn't even be surprised that it's a woman. It's like, okay, fair enough. The numbers definitely did match. So there's really no other explanation. I didn't know who she was at first. When we arrived here earlier today, I saw her on the television, on the news. Her name is Maxine Armstrong. What? I knew there was something off about her. So, Maxine Armstrong is the Midnight Killer? She killed Clace? She killed Rocker? She was given powers by the man in the Ark? Don't know what to think. Can I trust no one? Try and piece this together in my mind. The more I do, the more it makes sense. She planted the weapons here as part of a plan. And then, is Singe aware? What about Acheron? She's definitely been following me since I got here. First at the train station, then at the hotel. Plus she has the codes to activate all the weapons. And there's still a few burning questions. Why was she given powers from the man in the Ark? Was it all to teach me some sort of lesson? She kept telling me about these rules, things I'd experienced in my efforts to save Terra. That couldn't be it. No one should have to die just to prove a point. There's something going on behind the scenes here. An explanation for all of these murders. It can't be just for my sake. That would make me partly responsible for the death of Clace and Rocker too. No, there must be some other factors at play. I'm satisfied now that the culprit is revealed. I quickly turn around. Acheron has to know this. But as I start walking towards, a pain assaults me, like an arrow to the chest. It stops me in my tracks. No, I need to tell Acheron, and Singe too. Everybody here depends on it. Immediately, I fall against the nearby wall for support. I crowd in agony, my pleas for help are unheard. Acheron and Numi seem to be frozen in place. I recognize the sensation. The Ark. He lied to me. Gave powers to Maxine Armstrong. She seems to know about my role in Terra as well. What else has he been lying about? What is he up to? It gets harder to think clearly. My breath is short. I slide down the wall, collapsing on the floor. Why did he give her powers? Why did he make her kill? What is my true role? Why did Keela have to die? I'm sick of being his pawn. I'm sick of lies. This time, I will fight for the truth. Oh, I am definitely saving there. And honestly, at that point, that is actually probably a perfect point to call it for the day. Because, let's see, that's where we started. And, yeah. Yeah, I honestly think that's a really good place to call it, because we're about to talk to Rayo, and that is going to be an interesting conversation. But we do have a few good things going for us. 12 true ending flags. If I remember correctly, you only need to get 10 to get the true ending. And we have affection with everyone, which I believe will also get me a little achievement later. So, for now, I'm going to call it. I'm glad we've made so much progress. We now know the truth. Maxine Armstrong is the Midnight Killer. We definitely know that without a shadow of a doubt. She was given powers by Ryu, and we know from having seen scenes relating to it that he did so as a way of testing her by pitting her and Acheron against each other. Whoever wins gets control over the Ark, and Ryu will be set free. Acheron has to try and keep at least one of us alive, has to keep me and at least one other person alive, while Maxine has to kill everybody except me. So, hopefully next time we'll actually get some proper answers from Ryo himself, instead of just what we, the audience, have learned. He'll actually tell us, our character, the truth. But, until then, guys, see ya.